What's up, y'all? I'm working on a '07 Harley Heritage today, changing the front fork oil. I've got it somewhat set up on a motorcycle jack. It's just in gear. I've got the front forks suspended in the air, so it rotates freely. You'll need to take the windshield off. It's just two little clips. I'll show you in just a minute on that. Anyway, they've had a lot of good videos on this, but the one thing that's really hard as hell to figure out and find is a drain system or a fill system. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing today is showing you what I got at Home Depot. I'm going to, let me show you this real quick too. These windshield clips, they literally just, you press that down and then you grab your index finger and you'll pull up and then you'll just pop the windshield off. Kind of takes a little effort, but the bolt I got, it is a, where are you? There you are. M8-1.25. I got it from Home Depot. It's a 30 millimeter bolt. What we're gonna do is, I already kind of started on one. I'm about to. Make sure you buy zinc too. It's a lot weaker of a metal. You'll get a. Hopefully you got a vise. That'll help you out a lot. You got a 7/64 drill bit, and you'll aim right down the center. And you'll just drill that thing as far down as you can. A couple inches is more than enough. So I'm going to finish drilling that. And then I'm going to use a die grinder and I'll cut the bottom off. So anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I've got that bolt all the way through. It's hard to see the hole, but yeah, there it is. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is take an angle grinder and make it flush and zip the top off. Make sure you clean the threads real good on the inside because you're going to be taking fluid out and putting it in, So anyway, be right back. Alright, finished product should look like that. Need the damn camera to focus. Give me a second. That's a hell of a lot better. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's about what your finished product will look like. And the board down the middle is pretty clean. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do, just wanted to make sure we had this ready to go. We're going to go over here to the bike. I already kind of got it set up. So what I did was jacked it up with the jack, and I got the front forks to where they're both at the same area, and I'm barely touching the ground at all. That's what you're after. Anyway, the next thing that you're gonna do is take this drain plug here and you'll open it up. Alright, well, I got that going. I'm going to go ahead and take my adjustable wrench and open up the fork. Just crack it a few turns. I just have that fork oil. Just like that. You'll take your adjustable wrench or the proper size. I'm lazy, so pardon me. And you'll just turn this, crack it loose, and then you'll want to have it probably a turn and a half out. So I'm gonna do that right quick. Alright, let that drain until it stops draining. You want a measuring cup if you can. The reason being is because you want to put the same exact amount that came out of the bike back into the bike. I'll figure out the exact specifications in a different video that I had just recently watched, but it should be a certain amount, and we'll be putting that back in. So I'll figure out the exact amount. I'm gonna start draining the other side, same exact process. So I just took the bolt out, started the process, let it drain, and then I cracked this a couple turns, and anyway, let that go until it stops. Be right back with you. Alright guys, so this is gonna take forever to drain out. Probably take you half an hour to a full hour, something like that. The next thing that you're gonna do is service the struts with 382, if you had it fully disassembled, 382 milliliters of oil. We should be, in another video that I saw with, with the springs still being attached and everything, it should be about 340 milliliters of fluid. And that's more along the lines of what you're going to be after. So this right fork seems to be serviced properly, from what I can tell already. This left fork, however, it's barely even dripping. So that's a little concerning to me. But what I'm going to service it to start off with is 340 milliliters, and go ride it and see how that feels. I'm going to show you the setup of what I've got to service it back with. So I've got that bolt that we talked about, drilling a hole through, making sure it's clean. And then what you're going to want is a syringe. This is a perfect setup. I've already kind of got something set up. There you are. So it's just a syringe with the tube. With that tube, we are going to add our bolt through. And what we're going to do is either zip tie this after it's threaded in, or we're going to safety wire it, or baling wire, whatever, something to keep it tight. And we're going to thread it in. We're going to withdraw the fluid from the cups that we fill up with 340 in our case, or whatever you pull out, you should put back in if it's serviced pretty close to what it should be. And then you're going to pump it back in with the lid still open up top. And after you're all done, it should be serviced properly. Put your drain bolt in. So we got replacement drain bolts. I'll go grab the part number for that. That way you got it. But here's what the remove bolt would look like. And what I'm going to be servicing it with is this stuff right here. 20 weight V-twin fork oil. And let me go grab the part number off the bolts real quick for the replacement. Give me just a second. Alright, and these are the gaskets and bolts that are going back into it. Here's the part number. I'm sure you can find this on Amazon. And all you need to do is tighten them down. Get them kind of snug. I'm not exactly sure of the torque value. And go test ride it. And if you need more oil, you can add a little bit more depending on your feel. But that should take care of that 07 Harley Davidson softail. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and have a good day.